Bees and hard work. Success comes from persistence. Bees are often regarded as symbols of hard work, dedication, and persistence. These tiny, industrious creatures play a crucial role in the ecosystem, their tireless work ethic vital for the health of our planet. By studying bees, we can gain insight into the value of persistence and the rewarding outcomes that come from consistent, focused effort over time. The life of a bee is a testament to the power of hard work, illustrating how success is not often immediate, but is the product of sustained labor, small steps, and unyielding perseverance. The journey of a bee begins from the moment it hatches. The worker bee, which is the female bee responsible for much of the colony's labor, embarks on its first job within the hive, which is to care for the young. As the bee matures, it will take on more complex tasks, from building hexagonal honeycombs to foraging for nectar and pollen. In the process, each task is interconnected, supporting the hive's overall health and survival. This early division of labor within the hive teaches us that hard work begins with small, seemingly insignificant tasks that compound to build something much larger. The success of a beehive is not the result of a single bee's efforts, but rather the persistence of all the bees working together towards a common goal. In this sense, bees exemplify the notion that success is a collective endeavor that thrives on consistency and dedication from each member of the group. One of the most fascinating aspects of a bee's work is its ability to collect nectar from flowers, a process that requires persistence and endurance. A bee may visit dozens, even hundreds of flowers during a single foraging trip, collecting nectar and pollen to bring back to the hive. The distance it travels and the time spent gathering nectar may seem exhausting, but the bee continues its mission tirelessly. This repetitive task is a perfect illustration of persistence in action. Success does not come from finding the perfect flower immediately, but from continuing to search, to explore, and to collect over time. A bee must overcome numerous obstacles, from weather conditions to predators, yet it remains focused on its goal of gathering nectar and pollen for the hive. The bee's dedication reminds us that persistence is key to achieving success, even when the journey is long or the challenges seem insurmountable. The bee's work ethic also includes an extraordinary sense of teamwork and communication. Bees communicate with one another through a series of intricate movements and signals known as the waggle dance. When a bee discovers a rich source of nectar, it returns to the hive and performs a dance to tell the other bees where to find it. This form of communication ensures that the hive is constantly supplied with nectar, even though the journey for each individual bee might be long and taxing. It underscores the importance of collaboration, as each bee's contribution directly impacts the entire hive's success. The idea of shared knowledge and the willingness to pass on what is learned is essential for long-term success in any endeavor. This cooperative spirit in the beehive exemplifies how persistence and teamwork work hand in hand to achieve greater outcomes than isolated efforts. While the worker bee's primary role is to gather resources for the hive, its work does not end there. Bees also engage in the delicate task of pollination, transferring pollen from one flower to another as they collect nectar. This process is vital not only for the bee's survival, but for the broader ecosystem. Pollination is responsible for the reproduction of many plants, including fruits and vegetables that are essential to the human food supply. Without the bees' hard work, countless plant species would fail to reproduce, leading to significant disruptions in ecosystems and food chains. In this way, the persistence of bees not only secures their own survival, but also supports the survival of countless other species. Their dedication to their work teaches us that persistence can have far-reaching effects, influencing not only our immediate goals, but also contributing to the greater good. Another striking example of persistence in the life of a bee is the process of honey production. Bees spend a considerable amount of time and energy to create honey, which requires them to forage for nectar, bring it back to the hive, and pass it on to other worker bees. These bees chew the nectar to break it down into simpler sugars, which they then deposit into the honeycomb. Once in the comb, the nectar is left to dry out until it becomes the thick, golden substance known as honey. This process is time-consuming, and it requires many bees working together in harmony. The result is a sweet reward for their efforts, but it is not achieved without significant persistence and hard work. The honeybee's commitment to this process reflects the larger truth that success is often the outcome of many hours of labor, not an instantaneous result. Persistence also plays a significant role in the bee's ability to adapt to changing environments. Throughout history, bees have faced numerous challenges, from changing climates to the encroachment of human development on their habitats. Despite these obstacles, bees have demonstrated incredible resilience. For example, when faced with a scarcity of nectar sources, bees are capable of adjusting their foraging routes and exploring new areas. In times of crisis, bees will shift their focus to more efficient work practices, ensuring the survival of the hive. This adaptability and resilience are qualities that are essential for long-term success, as the ability to adjust to changing circumstances and find new solutions to problems is key to overcoming challenges in any field of endeavor. Moreover, bees' commitment to the hive demonstrates that success does not always come in the form of individual recognition or reward. The life of a worker bee is one of service to the colony, often ending with the bee's death after a single season of labor. In this sense, bees embody the idea that true success comes not from personal gain, but from contributing to a greater cause. The worker bee's purpose is fulfilled through its hard work, and its efforts are essential to the hive's overall success. The bees that dedicate their lives to the hive demonstrate that persistence is valuable, not because it leads to personal accolades, but because it contributes to the larger goal and benefits others in the process. In a world that often values instant gratification and individual achievement, the story of the bee serves as a reminder of the value of persistence. Bees do not seek immediate results. Instead, they understand that success comes from a combination of hard work, patience, and determination. They work steadily, day after day, never giving up, knowing that each action they take, no matter how small, contributes to the larger purpose. This mindset of persistence can be applied to all areas of life. Whether in personal or professional endeavors, the principles of dedication, teamwork, adaptability, and service to a greater cause are universal keys to success. Consider the story of one particular bee, named Luna, who exemplified persistence in the face of adversity. Luna was a young worker bee, eager to contribute to her hive, but faced with an unusually harsh season. The flowers she typically foraged from were sparse, and the weather was unpredictable, making the job even more difficult. She could have easily been discouraged, given the challenges, but Luna kept going. Day after day, she would venture out, often flying long distances to find a single flower. She endured the frustration of returning empty-handed, but continued without complaint. After several weeks, Luna finally discovered a patch of flowers so rich with nectar that it could feed the entire hive. When she returned, she performed the waggle dance, sharing her discovery with her fellow bees. Thanks to her persistence, the hive flourished, and Luna became a symbol of determination for the others. Her success, achieved through consistent effort and unwavering focus, showed the hive that even in the most difficult times, persistence could bring rewards. When we think of bees, we often think of them as symbols of diligence and industriousness. Yet they also represent the deeper truth that success is not always easy or immediate. Success is a journey marked by persistence, and it is the cumulative result of countless efforts made over time. The life of a bee teaches us that the path to success is rarely straightforward, and that persistence in the face of adversity is what leads to meaningful achievements. Just as Luna continued despite her setbacks, so too can we find success by remaining dedicated to our goals, no matter the obstacles we face along the way. The work of bees is a testament to the power of persistence, and it serves as an inspiration to us all to keep going, no matter how difficult the journey may seem.